Skincare is for everyone, okay? You don't have to be male, female, non-binary, or
anything else in order to have good hygiene.
Niall Horton's 22-step skin and hair routine. Niall? Is his name Neil or Niall? I don't know celebrities, and dyslexia is hitting hard today. But we are going to react to this man's 22-step skin and hair routine. And as someone who cares about skincare because I'm a medical esthetician who is currently breaking out, and as someone who loves to analyze, scrutinize, and learn from other people's routines, I'm very excited to see what is going on here. And hopefully this person will tell us what his skin type is, what any of his skin concerns are, and how to pronounce his name. Let's get to reacting.
Hello, it's Niall Horan here, and I'm going to take you through my daily skin routine. If I had all the time in the world, you're about to see what I would do. Over the years, as I've grown up, obviously I went through a lot of breakouts through work, through being on planes all the time, wearing makeup a lot and taking it off every day. And so it's important to keep clean, hydrated, and go through a routine.
Wow, he knows what's up. Clean, hydrated, go through a routine. He also mentioned being on a plane all the time, wearing makeup. Again, I would assume he's doing something in the acting, newscasting, or some sort of world where he's on camera where makeup is usually expected for men. I love that he embraces that and apparently knows at least the basics of taking care of his skin. This is awesome. And he sounds like a sister in the sense of also having gone through acne. I love it when celebrities are honest about this because it's like the statistics are that acne is happening right now to 60 million American teenagers alone. That's only teenagers and only in America, 60 million. Yet when we get breakouts, you know, I feel insecure and I feel sometimes like I'm a disease or that I'm disrespecting other people by being in their presence without concealer on, which is absolute bullshit, but it's what has gone through my head, you know, back when I was bullied as a teen. So seeing celebrities embrace their acne is just so wonderful because it helps to normalize this thing that happens to statistically almost everybody's face at least once.
And as I head into my 30s, I'm trying to keep the baby face for as long as possible. Don't know if it's a myth, don't know if it works, but I've been doing a cold water splash. I heard Lewis Hamilton saying it one time, and Sam Smith. So I thought, well, they look young and fresh, so I'm gonna do that too.
This right here is skincare logic. It's, I saw a celebrity do it and they look good, so I'm gonna do it or buy it or use it. That is so difficult and so dangerous because a lot of times if a celebrity doesn't have a background in skin chemistry, aesthetics, dermatology, etc., it's like they might be just really genetically lucky, or they might be seeing the best derms and estheticians and you don't know that. And then, you know, a Kardashian is sitting here, you know, with a face wash and is like, this is great. Everyone goes and buys it, and it might not work for everyone. And this is why knowing your skin and what works for you is so important. Now, he mentioned someone else and then Sam Smith. I know who Sam Smith is. Sam Smith has a very expensive routine that we have reacted to. You better add that to your watch later playlist. The cold water splash that these celebrities are using, there's actually something behind this. So fun fact and little admission for those who are new here, there was a period of time where I did not wash my face with a cleanser in the morning. That's right. I just splashed my face with cold water. And the whole thing is that if you're not sweating at night, if your skin isn't getting super crusty, if you're not like drooling onto your face and your pillow, if your nighttime skincare routine is good, you don't necessarily need to strip your face and double cleanse it every single morning. You could just put on like a vitamin C serum, a sunscreen, and go. And on my really easy morning days, that's what I did. Now, like Neil, he told me his name and I already forgot it. Like this gentleman, I also have an easy routine and then like an advanced routine. And my advanced routine does have like a spray toner, it does have serums, it does have moisturizers before my sunscreen in the morning. But if you don't want to use a cleanser in the morning, you technically don't have to, because the purpose of a cleanser is to cleanse, remove dirt, remove oil, remove makeup and sunscreen. And most of us don't wake up with that on our face. So if your night routine is good, you can do the cold splash water in the morning. But if you feel gross and you're like, I need a cleanser every morning, or you're just in love with your cleanser, or if you have a skin condition like acne or rosacea or eczema and you really need something to help that condition out, then a good cleanser is recommended. But baby, that's why it's important to know your skin routine. If you're struggling to figure out what would actually work for your skin conditions, we've probably done a video with lots of general information. You can literally search Cassandra Bankson acne cleanser or Cassandra Bankson rosacea, and you can learn not only about my eczema, but about what doctors and derms and experts recommend for those who are more eczema prone, what to look for and what to avoid. The internet is your oyster.
Cleansing. This is the Sarah Chapman Ultimate Cleanse. I've been using this for a while.
Wow, first off, we love the consistency. Using it for a while is great because a lot of celebrities switch products out every freaking week, and then we don't know what is or isn't working. Now, I don't know this brand. Skin Assist Ultimate Cleanse. I mean, I want to be ultimately cleansed. Oh, but for $86, do I want to be ultimately cleansed? Bottle's pretty, but I don't know about this one. All right, we have some ingredients. We have isopropyl palmitate, glycerol triisosterate, cetyl octanoate. We do have some jojoba seed oil in here, which I love. I won't be spending $86 on this because it has beeswax. Now, when it comes to these first ingredients, remember the first ingredients are what make up the bulk of a product. Once you get below like the 2% line, which is a magical line that manufacturers don't actually tell us about, they can kind of mix things around in any order. But as according to the INCI list, basically the ingredients list, those first ingredients have to be in order. So a lot of these are good. I would see this to be non-stripping. This is kind of an oil cleanser because it has this jojoba oil in it. We've also got castor oil. This could be a little thick. I wouldn't recommend this for really oily skin just based on the ingredients. Now, when we continue, there are some cool things in here. We've got a palmital, like a peptide. We have some ceramides in here. These actually look really good for kind of skin barrier repair building. Problem is we have like lavender oil in here, which could be irritating for some people. And a lot of citrus oils, a lot of flower oils. This probably smells really good, but for $85, I'm not buying it. This is basically a bunch of flower oils, some retinol, which I would spend my money on retinoids in a leave-on product instead of a cleanser, and then beeswax and jojoba oil. Get yourself a jojoba oil cleanser. Get yourself a little room spray so you can spray it in your room, not on yourself. Get yourself a ceramide moisturizer and some retinoids in a serum. And that, my friend, will probably be cheaper and probably be a little bit more effective than what I'm seeing surface level from this product.
And let's wash it off. This is my exfoliator. Can you use this maybe twice, 3 times a week?
He knows how to exfoliate. All right, this is the Make Beauty Microcrystalline Exfoliating Face Mask. Now, this is interesting because he's using it as a scrub, even though it's supposed to be a face mask. He's also using it after his cleanser, which is great. It looks like he knows the steps of his routine. This is only $36, but let's look at the details because when it comes to exfoliators, they can be harmful depending on how they're used and, you know, how sensitive your skin is. There are physical and chemical exfoliators. The chemical ones normally exfoliate more evenly. The physical ones you really have to get right. And there are physical exfoliators that are good, things like rice, things like jojoba beads, things with gentle rounded edges, or like those cellulose gums, really good for picking up dead skin. But anything like walnut scrubs, anything with like jagged shells, you want to avoid because they can irritate the skin or even cause micro tears. Let's see what's going on in here. Oh, this has kaolin clay, glycerin, bentonite. Basically, these are clays that are really good at wicking away oil, which is so interesting because the cleanser seems to be more hydrating. This seems to be more dehydrating, so better for oily prone skin. Very interesting. And when we look at what's actually creating the exfoliation here, they are jojoba esters. So this is basically little jojoba balls that exfoliate the skin. They're biodegradable, they're not bad for the environment, and they're not bad for your skin. So this is actually awesome. Oh, we've also got rice powder in here. Oh, we have quartz. What is quartz, you might ask? It's a fucking crystal. Beautiful crystal. I know people are, you know, putting them on their nightstands and in their pockets and in their pants nowadays for, you know, zodiac sign something or other. Anyways, crystals have many purposes, but one of them should not be rubbing on your face, because if you could imagine a crushed up crystal, depending on how jagged and how large those pieces are, it could be very painful. You know, if it weren't for the crystal, I'd be really interested in this. Oh, we have lipase as well. This is an enzyme that helps break down stuff. And monocrystalline cellulose, which is what I was talking about, those kind of pastes that kind of gum up in your skin. It looks like dead skin, but it's not. It's actually the product gumming up on itself, but it can remove your dead skin. I don't know. I might try this if it weren't for the quartz. Like, why would you rub rocks on your skin?
I'd say in the last few years I've gotten into the skincare routine. When I was younger I didn't really care. I was a real boy about it. And we just like inconsistently use a cleanser and potentially maybe a moisturizer if I had one. But heading into my late 20s, I kind of decided that I was gonna look after this thing. I need this. This is what I use for my job. Next step, steamer. Really important. I try and do this as often as I can. It opens up them pores, and then it also allows the product to actually get in.
Wow, do he and I have the same exact steamer? Please hold. He and I absolutely have the same at-home facial steamer. Now in clinic, I have a professional steamer that actually kind of has an arm that swivels over, but this is from Vanity Planet. I think it's the Sienna. Yeah, it's the Sienna one. This is great because it has a hot and a cold setting, and it creates a micro mist of steam that splashes up instead of down at you. Now steamers are wonderful, but they do not do what he said. They do not open and close pores, because technically pores don't open and close. By the laws of thermodynamics, if you do add heat to the skin, it can relax muscles, and it can potentially cause products to be able to penetrate deeper if they are water soluble and you're putting water-based steam on your face. But this is more of a relaxation and cleansing thing than anything else. Now, when it comes to steam is excellent for oily prone skin, but for dry skin, it could actually dehydrate you a little bit more. So depending on your skin type, you might want to be aware of that, and your esthetician or doctor or dermatologist should be able to advise you based on your skin type. Now, that's why I love this one, because this one has the hot and the cold steam. So if you are dry skin, you could use the cold steam, and this is perfect, especially if you want to like use this to cleanse your skin or use this before applying a hyaluronic acid. But the fact that he has one of these, coming from a place where he used to say he had a boy skincare routine, where again, I know there's stigma around it, but like skincare is for everyone, okay? You don't have to be male, female, non-binary, or
anything else in order to have good hygiene.
But the fact that he actually cares about his skin, coming from a place where he would haphazardly sometimes throw on a cleanser or a moisturizer, this is great improvement. Look at this, like we love to see it.
Turn it on to the red for hot, and obviously the blue for cold. It's fabulous. I'm gonna be glowing after this. And I never wear a robe while I do this, but I just thought it'd be weird if I was stood here naked.
Yeah, I'm really glad that he's wearing a robe and he's not here naked. The one thing that is bothering the out of me is that this steam and his exfoliant is getting all in his hair. He literally just did his hair and now he's getting skincare in it. Pull the hair back. I spend so much time doing my hair, it is a pet peeve, but like there's nothing worse than getting grit into your hairline, or when I'm doing skincare treatments on others, there's nothing worse than leaving a mask or exfoliating jojoba beads in their fucking hairline. It ruins an experience. Please pull the hair back and do the hair last.
Next step, eye masks. First thing that we always do, just to give the eyes a little plump. See, look at all these facialist words I'm using.
You know, he is using a lot of facialist words. Now, these look to be the bro masks. You know, at first I looked at like this men's labeled skincare and I was like, why do men need things that are labeled to be all masculine for them to use it like it's bullshit? But at the same time, so many men are actually teased for being hygienic or for wanting to take care of themselves. Why not give men something that allows them to step into that and feel comfortable and confident doing it? Why not, you know? So this is the bro mask under eye gel pads. These are actually great. Bakuchiol green tea, hyaluronic acid, caffeine, niacinamide. Wow, can I be a bro? Can I try these? This actually looks really good based on the ingredients. Green tea is wonderful. Same with caffeine. Both of these can help the under eye area by constricting blood flow to help with basically dark areas and puffiness. Bakuchiol is actually a plant that is known as a retinol alternative. It's not exactly as good as retinoids, but it's a good plant. It's nice and purple, which we do love in this household. And this bakuchiol could technically help with wrinkles. A lot of people are saying it's hydrating, and can I just say, I fucking love the Amazon reviews on this. There are so many men hydrating and relaxing their under eye areas. This is absolute gold. I might need to be a bro and buy some of these because I love under eye patches, just not under eye creams. But most of the times under eye creams are overpriced moisturizers. Under eye patches are like push-up bras for your under eye bags.
I wear them in the car sometimes. On flights, I always wear these. While they're plumping, let's use the biggest and best thing that I've just recently found. The big silver balls. I always have mine in the freezer. When I'm in a hotel, I get a bucket of ice and roll them around a little bit. Once they get working, they can just take some of that swelling out of your face. Out of all the things that I use, I see the most effect out of these. These are incredible.
You know, cryotherapy can be really helpful, and these ice balls are actually much better than the liquid ones, but this is why the metal ones are really good, because metal actually holds on to different temperatures and can transfer either heat or cool to your skin. Technically, it's your skin heating up the metal ball things, but that's a thermodynamics conversation for another day. This is awesome. I love that he's using these, and yes, they can be very, very wonderful if you have time for lymphatic drainage, lymphatic massage, or just like a nice little ice roll. I don't like using ice cubes because you could actually actually burn the skin with an ice burn. Yes, a cold ice burn, especially if you have salt on your skin from sweat or in some form that's in your routine. It can actually lower the freezing temperature of water and cause what's called frost nip. You don't want no frost nip. Don't burn yourself with ice. Use cold balls if you want to instead. But you could also just take like a gua sha stone or a tool, like a spoon that you already have, and just put it in the fridge. But still, love to see that he's doing this.
I think with men, we're getting better at it, but everyone's like always kind of against the skincare thing for some reason. I don't really know why. It's like, do we give up some of our masculinity if we admit to using moisturizer? We need our skin too, lads. We only get one skin, so look after it. That's that done. Eye masks removed. Next step, toner. We're back with the steamer. This time it's a cold steam, and that closes up the pores.
It doesn't technically close up the pores, but a steamer with a spray toner is actually a really good idea. Now, this is the Allies of Skin Probiotics Treatment Mist. Allies of Skin is great. He's using some fucking awesome stuff. What is happening here? This is expensive. This is the Probiotics Treatment Mist for $66. But again, Allies of Skin has some excellent formulas. They really care about what's happening. And in this, they actually have niacinamide. They have gluconolactone. They have lactobacillus ferment lysate filtrate, which can be very hydrating. They have yogurt, which can be great for probiotics, but not for me as a vegan. They have zinc PCA, which can help control oil production, similar to niacinamide. And wow, they got all the peptides in here. Wow, palmityl tripeptide 1, palmityl tetrapeptide 7, really great for skin support. Oh, they even have silk amino acids in silver. Listen, if I weren't a vegan, I would absolutely be buying this product, but because I don't want to purchase things that exploit animals, I don't use them, nor do I recommend them, which is rough. Dear Allies of Skin, please somebody send this video to them and tell them to create more vegan products. Sincerely, a vegan. Thank you.
Serum. Love a serum. If I don't have moisturizer, I still feel really good putting some of this intense hydrating booster from Sarah Chapman.
Again, who is this Sarah Chapman person? I really want to know what's in this. This is called an hydration essence, it appears. Intense hydrating booster for $110. Girl, I can hydrate for less than $110. Water, glycerin, alpha glucan oligosaccharide, phenoxyethanol, hydrolyzed algin, seawater. Again, this looks nice, but not $110 nice. Obviously, I don't know the sourcing of these ingredients, but if you want something good, Purito's Deep Sea Water Essence has the deep sea water and some oligosaccharides. There you go. Wishful Skin has an amazing thirst trap juice that I've been using that's like half the price of this. Sodium hyaluronate and sodium benzoate. Again, you can find stuff much less expensive that still does the same job. If you really want to buy this because it smells like roses and because Sarah Chapman makes it, it looks nice. But to me, this line is looking a little bit overpriced.
I'm a big believer in steam. I think it's really good for my voice as well. I usually have long roasting hot showers, and then while I'm doing my skin routine, I'll have the steamer next to me, and the steam is really good for warming up the vocal cords. Working the amount we do, I think it's important that we have little routines, and I love, like, in the morning going to the gym and then setting up with all of this skincare stuff. It's like a good 20 minutes of your day to really look after your skin and look after yourself. Next one, face oil.
This is from Osea. This is actually a really great brand. They're from Malibu. They're a small business. I really respect them. Now, a lot of their stuff can be pricey, but they do source their seaweed really well. And often a lot of the price that you're paying actually comes down to where ingredients are being sourced. Because if you manufacture them, in a country where labor is less expensive, they're obviously going to be a lot less than if you're making them in somewhere like California, where now the minimum wage in West Hollywood, I think, is up to $17, FYI. This is awesome. Essential hydrating oil for $68. They are vegan and cruelty-free. Let's look at the ingredients. But again, his entire philosophy around skincare is something I can absolutely get behind. Here we have some macadamia seed oil, some jojoba oil, all excellent. Problem is, we've got lemon, we've got cleary, geranium, lavender, bergamot. All of these can be very irritating to skin. Osea is known for their seaweed. If this had a high amount of like seaweed in it, like seaweed oil, I would absolutely buy it. I wouldn't recommend it based on this. Just get yourself some macadamia oil, some jojoba oil, and if you really want something to smell nice, again, spray it in your room, not on your face, just to avoid any irritation. Sad. Usually Osea has excellent products. This one, no. Now, if he's using it in his step, Remember, oils and waters repel each other, so this makes sense that he's locking in his toner. I would just be a little bit worried that whatever he might be putting on next is not going to penetrate into the skin as well. So let's see.
Next step is moisturizer. There was a period where I used the same product all the time. I mean, you nearly become immune to it. It works for a while and then you need to move on as well. So I've found this newer moisturizer in hyaluronic acid. Just put like 2 little pumps.
Well, your skin does not technically become immune to moisturizers or products, but your skin can become more tolerant. And that's why some people like to gradually increase the amount of retinoid that they are using, etc. Now, when it comes to this specifically, it is a moisturizer. It has hyaluronic acid in it, which is water soluble. So if he's trying to put this on over the oil, I don't actually know if he's getting a lot of the benefits from this. Sometimes moisturizers have oils in them that seal everything in, but if I were using this, I would want it to penetrate. The problem is I would not be using this for $250. Hyaluronic acid for $250, like this is Barbara Sturm level. Look at this, we have hyaluronic acid, vitamin C, B5 shea butter, excellent ingredients, all found in Dr. Barbara Sturm, all overpriced. We have water, oxygen saturated perfluorohexane. I might need to look into this, maybe that's worth $250, but I doubt it. Camellia seed oil, some peptides. You know, this isn't terrible, but it's definitely expensive for what it is. If you want some expensive peptides, you just want to throw your money at expensive products. This is from Clinical Skin. It's a polypeptide firming serum. I would buy this for $200 over this. Maybe this is just something that I have to try. Now, with all of this, it is water-based. There's a little bit of oil in here, but not much. I would actually use this before the Osea oil if he really wants to get the most out of his money.
Dark circles run in my family, so I'm trying to do a bit more of preventing, and because I'm just constantly tired and I need a bit of rejuvenation in the morning. So this is the eye cream that I've been using. And basically this has a roller on the back, so you just need to dab a little bit on underneath.
You know how I feel about eye creams, but I will say if he's talking about dark circles, he actually knows what he's trying to treat. This is from Illa, and apparently it has retinol in it, a retinol alternative. I'm assuming it's bakuchiol. That can actually help with fine lines, wrinkles, and a little bit of discoloration. So at least it's doing what it says. It's $46. I actually love these things that have the little tip on them because it actually adds a cooling, kind of hydrating, tightening effect to this under eye area. Truly excellent, but you know, it can still be overpriced. You literally could just use your finger along with your favorite retinoid that's fragrance free that you could use elsewhere on your face. And again, don't ask me about that, ask your doctor. What's in here? Of course, iron and titanium dioxide. This has fucking color and glitter in it, has mica, so he's probably putting this on. It does brighten the under eye area, but it's because it's like applying makeup. And listen, if these brands are going to say like, hey, this is like a makeup product because it adds glitter to your under eyes and makes it look luminous and brighter, fine, go for it. But I hate it when they sell these things. People think that their eyes are all of a sudden brighter and their skin has actually changed. No benefit has actually happened. This has caffeine in it, some esters, silica. You know, this succinic triglyceride. This isn't terrible. This wouldn't be a 10 out of 10. There are some eye creams that I'd actually recommend, and they'd be these that we've spoken about in previous videos. And if you really want what I'm actually going to switch to very soon, it's the Wishful reusable kind of refillable eye stick because it's more sustainable and it actually has like a little metal tip on it. That's what I would recommend over this.
If you're Irish or you have fair skin, this is really important. SPF. I didn't wear SPF for the longest time, like on a daily basis. I'd obviously wear it when it was sunny, but what we don't realize is that the UV rays are coming through all the time, and I would see myself getting like red skin constantly. So I dab a little bit in.
Amazing, amazing. We love to see sunscreen. I hope he put enough on. This is an SPF 50 PA+++. What brand is this? Are they cruelty free? This is the Rain or Shine with vitamin C and hyaluronic acid and licorice root. This does have fragrance, so if you're super sensitive, beware. But holy guacamole, this actually looks really good. I love to see brands allowing men to embrace their skin and take care of it. Like, yeah. The ingredients look really good on this. Sunscreen for $32. It is 2.03 ounces. That is not bad. There goes a light. This is truly fantastic, and I might need to get my hands on this.
I play a lot of golf, so there's always windy out there, and I always tend to, no matter what the sun's doing, I always get like windburn. So I'm a big lip balm guy. I'm using this one at the moment.
I love that he's using lip balm. Definitely helps if you're out in the elements. Problem is, I would recommend a lip balm with sunscreen. There are some great ones. Some are tinted, some are not. This is called the California Mint Lip Balm. It's only $10, so that's actually not bad. But again, I just recommend one with SPF if you can get your hands on it. My actual favorite little thing from Clarity RX, this one right here, this has an SPF in it and it is a lip plumper. This has been sold out so many times on Amazon, but it is so good. Don't settle for lip products without SPF, babes. Men deserve skincare routines too. Now, do you need 22 steps? That's like bordering Shay Mitchell type of things. Obviously, it doesn't sound like he does this every single day, but this is, you know, a relaxing, extensive morning routine. And you deserve to feel good in the morning, especially if you have time for a little TLC. Now, how do I rate this out of 10? I mean, for men's skincare, this is like a 9.5 out of 10. Like for men's skincare, this is amazing. Most men don't know all these things, don't go through these steps, don't wear sunscreen. But when I look at it as an overall perspective and take out the societal stigma factor, I'd give this like a 7.58 out of 10. All of the basic steps are covered, really good. Is a little excessive, is a little expensive. And again, I would swap that moisturizer and that oil. And I noticed that a lot of the products he's spending 100 or 200 bucks on have similar ingredients to what he just applied before. So if he wanted to, he could save a lot of money and steps by just paring down that routine. Overall, it's really good. I'd give it like a 7.5 out of 8. This was excellent. I love, love, love the at-home steamer, especially because I literally have the same one. So good, such highly recommended, and so much skincare fun. Overall, do remember to stay hydrated, both orally and topically. And if you're going to use a lip product, make sure it has SPF that you are reapplying, along with reapplying your SPF throughout the day, and always be beYoutiful, both inside and out. I love you, and I cannot wait to see you in, let's react to this Sam Smith video where he spent over $1,000 on some products, because that was an adventure. Love you guys. Bye.